Good afternoon. Julian Smith, a grateful liver recipient. I received my liver in June 2000. On page 2 in your program, you will find a time for remembrance. This is a poem in the form of a litany, and we invite you to respond, "We remember them." And the rising of the sun, and in its going down, we remember them. And the blowing of the wind, and the chill of winter, we remember them. In the opening of buds, and in the rebirth of spring, we remember them. In the blue sky, and the warmth of summer, we remember them. In the rustling leaves, and the beauty of autumn, we remember them. In the beginning of the year, and when it ends, we remember them. When we are weary and in need of strength, we remember them. When we are lost and sick at heart, we remember them. When we have joys we yearn to share, we remember them. Through the gift of life, for they are yet a part of the living, and through our memories we remember them. Thank you.
In 1996, in November the 12th, I got my heart transplant. Before I received my heart transplant, I had 7 grandchildren. Since my transplant, I now have 11 grandchildren. Before transplant, I didn't know what the transplant games were. But since my transplant, I've had the opportunity to represent the state of Georgia and the United States in the U.S. and World Transplant Games. In the World Games, I competed in 4 or 5 different venues in bowling, singles, bowling team. There were donor families there. The opening ceremonies for a game starts out with people like my family in the stadium looking on toward the outfield of a baseball field. The gates in the outfield open, and the transplant recipients, state by state or country by country, come marching in. And when the last state or country marches in, the gates close. Then the gates open a second time, and donor family members and living donors come marching in. And they look at a stadium that's almost completely filled. It would be completely empty if it weren't for folks like you. I'm here to honor you today. You're the reason I'm here. I want to thank you. I could not have seen my 4 grandchildren. Today is before my anniversary. The 12th will be my 11th anniversary. This morning, I walked in the heart race, a 5K. 11 years ago today, I could not peel an orange. It's people like you that made that possible. Thank you. would ask that we take part in a moment of silence to honor those that gave so much.
Williams, brother Fredregus Antwane Williams. I'm not really a public speaker, so to speak. I just speak from the heart, so it's like my brother, he was 25, he had just came back from overseas, he was a civilian contractor, he was real intelligent, you know, he was in school, he went to college, all that. He had the heart of a champion. And my mama raised us to know God for ourselves. Even if we don't go to church every Sunday or whatever, she always hold God in heart. You know, and I knew my brother held God in heart. So and behind life, I mean, even though my brother ain't in the form of flesh that I knew him in, his heart still beating to this day. So, you know, I'm thankful for the name Life Ain't None. Matter of fact, every day I go to work, it's like 2 little pins that I always wear. I keep it with me. You know, it's a sign of keeping my brother with me. I'm thankful for the way you raised. You raised champion, royalty. All y'all royalty. Y'all, if y'all family members with my brother right now, we all royalty. We all related. You know? For real. Y'all, God bless every one of you.